Hi everyone, I'm Fuuldrin and today I am going to comment an incredible tank, the Leopard one. But before doing so I will just state a quick comment about the interface. As you can see, it's turned down for now, and I was saying in the previous video that I would switch between on and off. But in the last update that I downloaded today, if you play without the interface, the reticle doesn't show at all, even if you're sniping. Which means that it's absolutely impossible to play, it's like super hardcore. So from now on I will keep the interface on, so I'm sorry for those who would have preferred to have it off. For now I will be forced to keep it on. Now about the tank itself, it has a very good view range, it's one of the best of the game. You have an excellent accuracy, you have a decent accuracy on the move. You have an insane mobility as well, very good top speed. The only drawback of this tank is that you have absolutely no armor. Basically you have to play as if no one could ever bounce you, unless you are like incredibly lucky and they aim at a very angled part, or if they shoot in the gun mantlet, but even though I wouldn't consider that this tank has an armor. Just you have a paper tank, but it's an incredible paper tank. I am still relatively new with this tank. I've played more or less 100 battles, and for me it's still difficult to use very efficiently, because I tend to play well quite aggressively, and I have found that with this tank a good option is to spot and snipe from afar at the beginning of the game, like I just did. I spotted one heavy and 2 tank destroyers, and I dealt some damage as well. Because you have a good view range and a good accuracy, so it's a possibility. And here in my position I have also the possibility to retreat to cover very fast, and it means that I can be helpful to my team without taking too much risks. The idea is, well, on tier 10 you have roughly 2000 points of life, and they can go down very quickly, like the FVB 183. If he shoots me with the hash, the premium round, he could like destroy 80 to 90% of my life in just one shot. So it's kind of dangerous, and you need to be cautious at least at the beginning of the game. And this would give you the opportunity during mid-game and end-game to be more confident and to take risks when needed, and to be more efficient in general. Honestly, the hardest part with this tank is to find out where you would be the most useful for your team, like finding the right position. You can go there in no time, you can relocate easily, but if you're too close or if you attract the attention, you will just die very fast. And if you're too far away, like for every tank, you will be useless. And if you can't spot, if you can't deal damage, you're just useless to your team. So you have to find the correct balance. And I used to be too aggressive sometimes and died early, so finding the good pace, it's the hardest in my opinion. And once you find it, you will just do amazing games one after each other. Now my goal is to progress in the direction of the enemy base. I know there are still a lot of enemies in there, but still I can take advantage of the terrain and try to lure them to fight me, because I still have the support from my team. I just stopped for 1 minute. Here I'm trying to help the teammates against this IS-8. As you can see, my team deployed very well. The classic strategy is, for some people, especially tank destroyers, they should stay close to your base in D6, 7, 8 to cover the middle of the map. Most of the force, including heavy tanks, should go in A1, A2, B1, B2 corner, because it's the most dangerous place of the map and we need a lot of people there. And if you're in medium, you can either assist those heavies or do like I do, some spotting in this part of the map. Here I am facing this 183, and I tracked him in order to flank him, but I miscalculated, and even going on his right was very dangerous. He was still able to aim at me. So if he had shot and penetrated me, it would have dealt serious damage to my tank. So classical strategy is just to go away, and there's two possibilities. Either I can flank him from another angle, or either he will try to follow me and be lured toward my teammates. Well, he actually tried to follow me, and obviously now he's dead. He has no cover and, well, no armor as well. If you're not playing in a platoon like me right now, the best is to make sure that you can be covered by your teammates at any point. Unless they're all dead, obviously, but that means the game is lost. You will have difficulties to face more than one enemy at the same time. You can circle them, but still you have absolutely no armor, and you can take damage very fast. So by standing here in this position, I have cover from people who are staying in D7, 8 and the other ones that are just right behind me. It means that I can be a threat for the opponent, and I can retreat to safety very fast. If you play in platoon, try to play with other mediums, and if you can take advantage of your mobility, and if you all stick together, you could surprise the opponent and appear where the least expected, so you could deal a lot of damage. And now my favorite part, spotting the artillery. But I hope that bouncing them will not become my specialty as well, like I did on with my AS7 on port. I'm doing a classic strategy. I know that I am spotted, so I pretend to go in a direction, and now that I am not spotted anymore, I just go back in the other direction. A lot of the time people will just turn their gun in the previous direction, and you can surprise them, like do a quick shot and retreat easily. Yeah, I love sneaky strategies, and I always try to come up with new ones. I'm using the rock as a cover and try to gain speed as much as I can. And I was not expecting him that far, but in any case, now I can just use my mobility to my advantage, and he cannot keep up with his gun, and it's time to circle. So as you can see, this tank can have several purposes on the battlefield. You can scout, you can snipe, you can circle, you can just mess with people, you can serve as a bait as well. You have a lot of options. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.